Hey, good morning, everybody. My name's Terry. I'm your friend. I want to share a little talk with you this morning on how to build your self-confidence. I'm talking to you live from Austin, Texas, where the sun is hot, the barbecue is sweet, and all the drinks are free when you hang out with me. But self-confidence, man, what a big thing. You know, A-Rod said it, I think, when he was talking about champions. He said the number two things that really define a champion is, number one is their ability to focus and retrain and continue to stay focused on the fundamentals or the skills, fundamental skills. And number two is confidence, man, the confidence. And so I want to talk a little bit about confidence today. I want to talk about how to build your confidence. And confidence really starts by the definition. And the definition of confidence is a belief in yourself that you're capable of meeting those demands, right? And so how do you do that? How do you gain confidence in yourself or a belief in yourself that you are, in fact, capable of meeting the demands? Some of you might say, well, I got a college degree, man. I went out and I went to school for 4 years and holy hell's bells, man. I am ready to go. I'm ready to go, man. I got the degree. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go. I want the job. Maybe that's what gives you the confidence. Maybe it's a piece of paper after 4 years and you say, now I got the confidence. But some of that might be true. That might be a good door opener for you. But most of it is, number one, I got, 6 points here I'm going to share with you. But number one is, what's the story that you tell yourself, right? The story of, yes, you can, or no, you can't. The story of, I just finished 4 years and got educated on this. I know a little bit about this, probably more than most people know about it. Do you know more about accounting than most people? Do you know more about economics than most people? Do you know more about health and fitness than most people? Do you know more about architecture than most people? Do you know more about, cutting hair than most people? Do you know more about playing a guitar? And regardless is, you don't have to know more than most. You just have to know something and have a belief in yourself that you have some expertise in that particular area. But what's the story you're telling yourself of who you are and what are you capable of? Number two, one of the ways to build your confidence is to take care of yourself. I always feel better about myself when I exercise. How about you? I don't always feel like exercising, and I don't always feel like I'm in the best shape of my life, but when I get done with a 30-minute, a 60-minute, or a 90-minute workout, I feel like I did something for myself, and I feel better, like I'm making improvements to me. And therefore, when I'm doing that, I feel better about myself, and I feel more confident. I don't know how that is with you. When I work out in the morning and I'm more confident, then I'm more mindful about what I eat during the day. What about your diet? Do you feel better and more confident when you eat a healthy diet? Or do you feel better about yourself and you feel more confident when you eat a bunch of junk food? Right? No, you feel better about yourself when you're eating good. What about when you get a good night's rest? Or what about when you stay out till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and you don't get a good night's rest and you got a meeting in the morning? You feel confident when you treat yourself right. And part of that treating yourself right is that internal self-talk, right? What are those internal self-talks? Do you ever find yourself saying these kind of things? I can't handle it, or I can't do it, or it's gonna be too hard, or I shouldn't even try because last time I tried, it all flopped in my face. Or I shouldn't speak up because every time I do it, I give the wrong answer. Or I can't do anything right. Those are all negative self-talk pieces and parts. You see, why don't you change some of that? And some of the words you repeat to yourself, you cannot rise above your words. So instead of saying you can't handle it, you can't do it, it won't work, it's too hard, I shouldn't even try, that paralyzes you and doesn't allow you to move forward, and it certainly doesn't give you the confidence internally. And so what you got to do is you got to change the words that you use every day. And it might be hard, but write these down. I can do this. There was a president not too long ago. His name was Obama. He made an entire campaign out of 3 words called Yes, We Can. Yes, we can. All I have to do is try. You don't have to do it perfectly. You don't have to do it exact. But why don't you say, all I got to do is try? Everyone has strengths and weaknesses. This is one of my best things to move forward. when you fail, right? You never see failure as failure, but only a learning experience. When you fail, just simply say to yourself, I'll do better the next time. Well, you've all heard it, right? You fall off the horse, best thing we do, get back up on the horse. But I'm telling you, positive talk is really important, and self-talk is really important in terms of mindset and how you perceive whether you can or whether you can't, and the level of confidence. Who wants an all-star quarterback going out into the huddle saying, well, we can't do it. We only got 2 minutes left and we just simply don't have enough time. And, I've gotten sacked 6 times already in the game, and it just, nobody's catching my passes. I mean, that's just negativity, right? We got to get out of that. So some people say, well, does being positive and positive self-talk, can that help you do anything or everything? And I would say positive self-talk doesn't mean that you can do anything. It doesn't mean you're going to win. But it does help you do everything just a little bit better. It won't allow you to do anything, but it will help you do everything just a little bit better. Keep that in mind. Number 3 is you got to trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, what that really means is you keep the promises you make to yourself. And what are those promises? The promises: I'm going to get up at 6 o'clock. I'm going to get up at 6:30. I'm going to get my exercise. I'm going to drink a glass of water in the morning. I'm going to eat healthy breakfast. I'm going to do some intermittent fasting, and I'm not going to have anything to eat until 12 o'clock, and you stick to it. I'm going to eat healthy during the day, and you stick to it. I'm going to take 2 or 3 walks during the day, and you stick to it. I'm going to call my mom on Sundays, and I stick to it. I'm just suggesting is, can you keep the promises to yourself? Because that allows you to trust yourself. And when you trust yourself and you keep your promises, you have more confidence. What are those things on a personal basis? They have to do with your eating, your exercise, your rest, your self-esteem, your talk, how you dress, how you look. You know this: when you dress up, you look good. You feel better about yourself. I know this for a fact. What gives me self-confidence? I have certain clothes that I wear. I have certain shirts that many times when I wear that shirt, people say that shirt looks good on you. And so every time I look and see what am I going to wear, I go, I want to wear that shirt, because I always get compliments. And when I wear that shirt, people tell me I look good in that shirt. Yeah, about professionalism, can you look the part? Can you speak the part? Can you focus on small wins to achieve the bigger wins? What has worked for you in the past? And can you give yourself a little bit of feedback or get feedback from some other folks that can help you build your self-confidence? Number 4 is stop comparing. A lot of times what happens, we do this with social media all the time. You scroll through social media and you see that person's life, and that person's party, and that person's lunch, and that person's house, and that person's boat. And we start comparing ourselves with the way that they look and what they wear and where they live and their income and their salary. And all of a sudden we say, well, what about me, poor little me? And that becomes envy. And envy is a direct link to feeling bad about yourself because you wish you had somebody else's life. Do you live vicariously through somebody else? Stop comparing and start thinking about your own journey. And are you in a better place today than you were a month ago? Are you in a better place today than you were a year ago? Are you in a better place today than you were 5 years ago? You see, everybody runs at their own speed, their own pace, and life is a journey. Don't compare it to everybody else's life. Number 5, a quick way to get over some of those comparative things is to create that gratitude journal. I've talked about that a lot in the past, but creating that gratitude journal, overcoming these envious things. And all of us say, well, I don't have anything to be thankful about, Terry. If I was thankful about something or something good was going on in my life, well, I would write it down in my gratitude journal. And I would say, stop right there. Because let me ask you a question. Do you have your eyes? Do you have your ears? Do you have your hands? Do you have your arms? Do you have your legs? Because you see, many people don't. People are sitting as a paraplegic in a wheelchair and wish that they had your situation. What about your income? And you say, well, I'm not making nearly the amount of money that I want, but do you have a job? Yes or no? The answer is yes. Are you working inside or are you working outside? Can you imagine yourself in the degree heat that we're having in Austin, Texas, working out on the road and trying to live that life? Or are you working in an air-conditioned place? There are many things that you can be thankful for. They are the simplest. Can you smell? Can you hear? Do you have a job? Do you have a salary? Are you living in an apartment? Are you living with a roof over your head? Are you living in a refrigerator box under the bridge? My point is, it can always be worse. Stop comparing and start being grateful and thankful for what you do have and do something for somebody else. And finally, number 6 is you've got to surround yourself with positive people. Misery loves company. You know that. But you got to find people that love you, find people that care about you and want to see you win. They want to be your support system. Find people that can be your support system. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a little bit of grace. Self-care, right? Go get that massage. Go get that haircut. Go get that manicure. Go get that pedicure. Go get, go do something for yourself, right? Go buy that pair of shoes that you always wanted. Go test drive that car that you're looking to buy. Have some compassion for yourself. Build your confidence every day in every way. How do you do that? Start by the story you tell yourself. Start by taking better care of yourself. You're going to have to ask yourself 3 simple questions. Number 1 is, are you interested in having more confidence in yourself? Is that a yes or a no? Question number 2 is, are you interested or do you believe that some of the things that I just shared with you could help you create and prepare and give yourself a higher level of confidence in yourself? Yes or no? And the third question then is, if you were ever going to start to have better confidence in yourself, when do you think would be the best time to get started? My name's Terry. I'm your friend. Have a high level of confidence. Believe in yourself. There's nobody else out there like you. I believe in you and I'm pulling for you. Have a great day.